Hello everyone. Welcome to the online classes. Today we shall study the 6th chapter of Flamingo. The name of the chapter is Poets and Pancakes, written by Ashok Mitran. Ashok Mitran was a Tamil writer. In his book, My Years with Boss, he recounts his year at Gemini Studios and the influence of movies on every aspect of life in India. The Gemini Studios, located in Chennai, was set up in 1940. It was one of the most influential film producing organization of India in the early days of Indian filmmaking. Its founder was S.S. Vasan. The duty of Ashoka Mitran in Gemini Studios was to cut out newspapers clippings on a wide variety of subjects and store them in files. The chapter Poet and Pancakes is taken from his book My Years with Boss. Let's overview the chapter. Actually, Pancake was the brand name of the makeup material that Gemini Studios bought in truckloads. The author refers some actresses in this connection as Greta Garbo, Miss Gauhar, Vajanti Mala and Rati Agnihotri. The makeup department of the Gemini Studios was in the upstairs of a building. It was believed that this building was Robert Clive's stable. During his brief stay in Madras, Robert Clive had done a lot of moving. Besides fighting some impossible battles in remote corners of India, he married a maiden in St. Mary's Church, Madras. बच्चों, ये उस समय की बात है जब भारत में सिनेमा अपने शुरुआती दौर में था और उस समय जेमिनी स्टूडियो काफी प्रभाव रखता था. एक्चुअली बच्चों, पैनकेक मीन्स मेकअप मटेरियल ब्रांड नेम. The makeup department of the Gemini Studios was headed by a responsible man. It was first headed by a Bengali. When he left, he was succeeded by a Maharashtrian. He had a number of assistants. They included a Dharwar Kannadiya, an Andhra, a Madras Indian Christian, an Anglo-Burmese, and the common local Tamils. A strict hierarchy was maintained in the makeup department. The chief makeup man performed the makeup of the chief actor and actresses. The senior assistant makeup man performed the makeup of the second hero and heroines. The junior assistant makeup man did the makeup of the main comedian and so forth. Even the makeup department of the Gemini Studios had an office boy. He was not exactly a boy, he was an adult. This office boy had the responsibility of doing makeup of the players who played the crowd. यानी ये मेकअप डिपार्टमेंट का बातें बता रहे हैं कि वहाँ पर जो मेन मेकअप मैन था वो हीरो हीरोइन का करता था, जो सीनियर असिस्टेंट था वो सेकंड लीड हीरो हीरोइंस का मेकअप करता था, जो जूनियर असिस्टेंट हुआ करते थे वो कॉमेडियन का और उस लेवल के जो प्लेयर्स होते थे उनका करता था, और जो वहाँ का जो ऑफिस बॉय होता था वो पूरे जो क्राउड का मेकअप करना होता था उसको करता था. तो ये बच्चों उन दिनों की बातें हैं जब भारत में सिनेमा अपने शुरुआती दौर में था और जेमिनी स्टूडियोज में किस तरीके से मेकअप डिपार्टमेंट फंक्शन करता था. एक्चुअली जेमिनी स्टूडियोज वाज सेट अप इन 1940. Film technology was then in its infant stage. Then luminous light were used. The actors had to face the misery while undergoing makeup. The makeup material was not of very good quality. The makeup material Pancake was bought in truckloads. Most of the shooting used to be indoor. Only 5% shootings was done outdoor. Film production today has come a long way from those days. Most of the films are shot outdoor. Visuals form a back as well as an integral part of the film. Photography and recording of song or dialogues are done with the modern technology. Dubbing and multi-track recording has made the dialogue delivery and singing foolproof. The freelance star system and multi-star cast have been adopted, which has increased the production cost. बच्चों, हमारे सिनेमा के शुरुआती दिनों में हमारी टेक्नोलॉजी बहुत ज़्यादा अच्छी नहीं थी, बहुत विकसित नहीं थी। उसके मुकाबले आज आधुनिक समय में हम लोग बहुत ही मॉडर्न टेक्नोलॉजी का इस्तेमाल करते हैं। यही बातें इसमें बताई गई हैं। नाउ लेट्स डिस्कस अबाउट कोतमंगलम सुब्बू, who is considered number 2 in Gemini Studios. Kotamangalam Subbu was considered number 2 in Gemini Studios. Subbu was always seen with the boss. He was a multi-talented person. His sense of loyalty made him turn his entire creativity to his principal's advantage. He was tailor-made for the films. He looked cheerful at all times. He had a charitable and loving nature. When the producer would say that he didn't know how to do the scene, Subbu would come out with 4 ways. Even if the producer was in doubt, Subbu in a minute would come out 14 more alternatives. Subbu gave direction and definition to Gemini Studios during golden years. Whatever subsidiary role he played in any of the films, he performed better than the supposed main players. तो यहाँ पर बच्चों कोतमंगलम सुब्बू के बारे में बात है कि वो जेमिनी स्टूडियो में नंबर 2 बॉस के बाद सबसे ज्यादा महत्वपूर्ण स्थान रखता था। वो काफी खुशमिजाज था, अपने बॉस के प्रति बहुत वफादार था, लॉयल था, हमेशा चेयरफुल मूड में रहता था। और अगर कभी भी प्रोड्यूसर एक सीन को किस तरीके से करना है सुब्बू से पूछता था तो वो 4 तरीके बताता था, और अगर प्रोड्यूसर उससे सेटिस्फाई नहीं होता था तो अगले ही मिनट वो 14 नए विकल्प प्रस्तुत कर देता था। कोतमंगलम सुब्बू जेमिनी स्टूडियो की सुनहरे दौर में वो डायरेक्शन एंड डेफिनेशन देता था किसको? जेमिनी स्टूडियोज को। और वो कैसा था? ही वॉज अ टेलर मेड फॉर द फिल्म्स। उसका जन्म ही जैसे पिक्चरों के लिए, फिल्म्स के लिए हुआ है। इसके साथ ही साथ जब कभी भी वो कोई रोल करता था तो वो इतने बढ़िया तरीके से वो रोल करता था कि जो मेन एक्टर्स होते हैं उनसे भी ज्यादा अच्छा रोल सुब्बू करता था। तो इस प्रकार बच्चों कोतमंगलम सुब्बू जेमिनी स्टूडियो में नंबर 2 की पोजीशन रखता था।